with more markets open for more of the game. DraftKings is live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. No wonder it's the #1 sportsbook for live betting. Bet your favorite player props all game long. They put player twice. And don't forget the Emirates NBA Cup is rolling along. Big moments, big matchups, and a whole lot on the line. Don't miss out. Jump in and bet on the action today. New customers bet just $5 and get $200 if your bet wins. Paid in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code MostlyHoops. That's code MostlyHoops. Bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets.
I got bad news.
TJ says we're muted.
Let me open the show, Titus.
We're muted right now?
Are we back?
Doug says it's good now. Sam came in and fixed it.
We're muted?
No, we're good now.
So
I'm hearing conflicting reports.
What do I do? By the way, Luke Blutman's on the sticks.
Great intro.
Luke Blutman on the sticks.
We're good.
Do we have to redo the ad?
Yeah.
I have to redo everything.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Welcome into Mostly Hoops. It's me. It's Dana Beers. It's Ohio's Tate. Reegs is joining us. White Boy Rick is still in the room over there. We don't have a mic for him though, but maybe that'll change. He's chomping at the bit to talk about the Hoosiers. What?
You might have to redo the ad because we missed.
Am I good? Can the people hear me?
Are we live?
Right now? Am I live right now?
Live?
I'm live.
Yes, everything's great.
Okay.
Thank you, Stefan.
I'm gonna say the ad right now, Stefan.
Start
Good day
again.
to,
Start
day to
again.
be Cody.
Welcome into Mostly
Good day to
Hoops.
be
Restart
This
the
is going to be
show.
the whole show. It's just me welcoming everybody into Mostly Hoops. DraftKings, we're only a few weeks in, and the NBA season is already wild. Stars are going off, rookies are making noise, and the action doesn't stop. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is where you can get in on all of it. With more markets open for more of the game, DraftKings is live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. No wonder it's the #1 sportsbook for live betting. Bet your favorite player props all game long, and don't forget the Emirates NBA Cup is rolling along. Big moments, big matchups, and a whole lot on the line. Don't miss out. Jump in and bet on the action today. New customers, bet just $5 and get $200 if your bet wins. Paid in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code MostlyHoops. That's code MostlyHoops. Bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
There you go.
That's how you do an ad.
And that's how we do it. Are we live? Are we still live? Can we talk ball?
Talk ball.
Let's go.
There's a ton to talk about. I'm going to first do a little housekeeping and remind the people we are going to at some point go to 2 a week. We are figuring out schedules. We are figuring out. I want to make sure there's an appetite for it. One, I don't want to do a second show to nobody. And right now, the college basketball action is absurd. It's every single night. There's seemingly a banger of a game, and I find myself thinking we have to do 2 shows a week, but I want to be patient with it. We are going to do 2 shows a week. We're going to eventually do 2 shows a week. We just have to calm down. Having said all that, doing 1 show a week is literal fucking torture because so many games are happening, and we can't. And we have so much to talk about, and we're already 10 minutes in because shit wasn't working, and I'm overwhelmed already. Dana, where do we start?
All right, we're gonna do this like decision right now.
Oh,
Okay.
an announcement?
There's three games I want to talk about. You know, fuck that. Let's talk about the Houston Auburn game. I had the whole thing. Okay.
All right.
I love Houston. Yep. They didn't even play that well. They played, I would say, like mediocre, horrible offensive sets at the end of the game, just bad last couple minutes, and they still eked it out. That's how national champions are built. You win the tough ones against good teams. I love Kingston Flemings. I think he's nasty. I love this Houston team. This needs to be a game every year. Houston-Auburn.
Houston-Auburn last year.
Well, the plane fight. That's
the
also
plane
that
fight
started
was
the
last
plane
year.
fight was
Yeah.
last year.
Yes. I love them. They didn't play well, and
A lot of foul
they still
trouble.
won.
Yeah.
It was ugly, and those are the games you have to win.
It was a very Houston game.
Yes.
Like, that's Houston basketball is ugly. They somehow have this big lead, squander it a little bit down the stretch, and then they win on a defensive stop where Stephen Pearl loses his mind on the refs, which I thought was a clean play. I didn't think there was that big of a foul. Plus, Auburn shot way more free throws because Houston does foul all the time. But I want to give credit to Beersy. The first show on this first show, you said something that I thought and that I've been beating a drum on. Houston's the best team in the country.
They are.
I don't know why
It's not
people
the hottest
overthought
take.
it coming into this year.
It's not the hottest take,
Yeah.
but
It was, though, because people kept talking about everyone else.
right. No one's really talking about them. It's all Purdue. It's all
Well, they're the #1 team in the country now.
now they are, but I even think Arizona could be #1 by the
Yeah.
But coming into the season, it was everyone talking about Purdue,
Sure.
the freshman class, Duke,
Yeah.
all these, Louisville, Kentucky, all these other teams. Houston was and should have been labeled the best team in the country. They
Correct.
They were in the national championship a year ago and brought back two of their best players.
enough. Have star recruits.
Yeah, Uzan and Sharp should be like borderline All-Americans.
What about the bench? Do we trust the bench though?
I trust Calvin
Because
Stanley.
that was.
they played with two of them on the bench.
I know that's
at the
like
end
that
of the
was
game on the last possession.
because Auburn. I mean, listen, Auburn went to the Final Four last year. Auburn has positioned themselves as a very good program in college basketball. This Auburn team is not.
No.
It's not like I don't think I could point to this and be like Houston got a win over a national title contender. I don't think that's what this Auburn team is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're right, Dana. Winning a game like this does speak to the moxie, the grit, the guts, the whatever word you want to choose. But at the same time, like when they have to go to the bench, they're not the same team.
Your bench stats from this game: they played 4 players off the bench, and they played a legitimate time because they had 2 foul outs. 0 points, 0 for 4, 0 points, 0 points, and someone went 1 for 4 and had 5 points. So I'm not saying, obviously they come in and they do other things, but their bench scoring was 5 points out of 73.
If that Houston performance happens against Purdue, UConn, Duke, Arizona, all these other they don't win the game, but they didn't have to worry about that. They
12
played
free
Auburn.
throws too.
Yeah.
So my point being, I came away from that being like, okay, that was gross, but they won, and those are the games.
You believe Houston's the best team in the country?
I think so.
Yeah.
Can I make a case? Can I just say something quickly? And the poll will come out. What time does the poll come out? 11.
1 o'clock today, Eastern.
1
So
Eastern,
noon
noon our time. So it'll come out a little bit later today. I have no idea what's going to happen. Purdue being the number 1 team in the country, not losing, not even really coming down to the wire. Like they just Oakland just played Purdue a little bit better than Oakland played against Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Purdue losing their number 1 ranking because they didn't have an All-American, and they still won the game pretty easily. And then going on the road to beat Alabama, I don't know. It's a fascinating. It's like it makes no fucking sense, is what I'm saying. Like Purdue should be number 1.
Yeah,
Purdue should have never lost the number 1 ranking.
Well, Purdue never should have been number 1. Houston should have been number 1 in the preseason.
I could see a world today. Obviously, it was weird that the polls don't matter, but it was weird that they dropped them from 1 to 2 over a close. So now do they have to go back from 2 to 1 because they had a really good win? Like, are we going to do this based on a week-to-week basis? You can go up and down. I don't know. They had the best win of the week, I thought.
I want to say this, by the way. I am someone who believes we should have preseason polls because it's a popular take to be like we shouldn't do a poll until after feast week.
No, the preseason poll matters.
All this shit matters. It's none of it has any bearing on who's going to get 1 seeds and all that stuff, but like it matters. Of course it matters because it is the teams that get the attention. It matters for recruiting. I don't know.
It also sets up the season because the preseason poll isn't who's the best team right now. It's who do they think is going to be the best team during the season. That's where I think the preseason poll matters.
Yeah. So I like that there's a poll, and I think it does. I think it gives us something to talk about. Mm-hmm. So the room seems to be split. I think Purdue going on the road and beating Alabama after Alabama was all the hotness for beating St. John's in the Garden. I think that's the win of the year in college basketball. I think Purdue. I have concerns with Purdue. Again, for Purdue fans that get sensitive when I talk about Purdue, my concerns are not that like Purdue is going to be bad. My concerns are like, is Purdue an A team? Or are they an A plus team or are they an A plus team? It's like we're splitting hairs here. I think Purdue is very, very fucking good. I think Braden Smith and Trey Kaufman-Renn are obviously 2 of the best players in college basketball. It's just I think I looked at last year's team. I look at this year's team. I'm not sure what has changed a ton. Having said that, this game was indicative of 2 things. One, when they have Trey Kaufman-Renn, they are a better basketball team, as it turns out. So everyone that panicked against Oakland, Tate.
I'm back.
Having Trey Kaufman-Renn helps a lot. And Braden Smith, again, for like the things that stand out about like, yeah, he's not the most athletic guy. He doesn't have the longest arms. And, if you close your eyes and think about it too long, Stephon Castle bottling him up in the national championship will emerge in your brain. Having said all that, he is so good. He is under control at all times. How many times did he get Bama guys to jump in the air with the ball fake? Like I don't.
Does he pump fake too much now?
He's addicted to pump faking.
He is,
but it works.
I don't know.
He's got like a 95% hit rate, and I don't understand how. Because like
if you were absolutely,
he's been playing for 1,000 years. You'd think at this point people would watch a little bit of film and realize he's never shooting. He's not going to when he drives to the paint and he puts the ball up. He's not shooting.
No, and just stand there. You're going to be bigger than him. Just stand there.
But everybody bites on it, and that's a testament to him. So
I don't know. The talk before, like going into this game, obviously, yes, I was one who said that wasn't a very impressive performance. Yeah, Trey Kaufman-Renn was All-American heading into this year for a reason. But two, Braden Smith, we keep saying like, well, he's hit his ceiling. How much better can Braden Smith be? How much better do you need to be than going to Tuscaloosa, controlling the entire game and going like 29-7-4? So that team can win the national championship based on those two dudes.
They do feel like a team that's like two guys. Like that's what they were last year. Is they had those two guys, and then you just cross your fingers that Lawyer would step up.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
it's the Fletcher Lawyer experience.
Yeah.
And they out-rebounded the shit.
Yeah, it was all rebounding that game. That's all.
Well, Oscar, there are two guys on Purdue that look like they were made in a lab for Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
Oscar Clough and
Jacobson.
No, Benter.
Benter. Yeah.
That dude looks like Matt Painter just walked in and was like, yep, we're with us.
7'4" Jacobson too, though.
Yeah,
throw him in there.
That game.
Who's the? Do you have a mic, Rick? No. Okay. Who's? I know you know who the Purdue just signed another. Freak.
The other 7-footer. Yeah.
Some international kid. He's like 7'2", I think.
Okay.
That game was all rebounding. Super disappointed in Phylon as well.
Yeah.
He played like shit. I don't know. I mean, I think it came down to just the more experienced team grabbing boards and just on the road, that's a gutsy win. So shout out to Purdue. They fucking crushed it.
Who would you take if I offer you three, whatever, same odds, just pick one or the other for the entire season? Who you trust more, who you like as a better team, Purdue or Arizona?
If they played today, I'd pick Purdue to beat them.
But for the season, I'm offering you the season.
I mean, that's what I keep saying about Purdue is like I think there are teams that have higher ceilings, but I trust that Purdue will be consistent throughout the season more. So like it depends on how risk averse you are. And I'm typically a risk averse guy, so I probably pick Purdue because I know when March rolls around what Purdue is going to be. Yeah. If Arizona reaches their full potential, they will be better than Purdue, but I have no idea if they're going to.
Do you think they're in the same tier of teams, let's say?
Yeah.
What about Purdue or UConn?
I mean, it's the same thing. Like I trust UConn a little bit more.
That's why I brought up UConn now, because of the early factor. Caravan's been there forever. Solo Ball's been around.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because they all feel like the same. Yeah, they all feel kind of like the same sort of team.
UConn, I mean, we talked about UConn BYU. That was very impressive from UConn until BYU started pressing, and then that was like, concerning.
It never felt like UConn was going to lose that game. I think they had it wire to wire. But once Cato went out, I think they didn't they get better once he got out?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were down 20.
Right.
I agree that BYU is a good team, but I think it was I forget if it was Tate or Dana that brought it up with the fear of BYU happened late game where Rob Wright just didn't give the ball to AJ on like a chop action and he turned it over down 3. Yeah. That's my why I can't. That's why I can't buy into BYU. Like they're going to be really good, but I can't buy into them as this national title contender because all I picture is Rob Wright last year at Baylor or this game just doing that.
Their point guard is shoot first, shoot second,
right?
Look to shoot third, and then maybe pass if you jump in the air and realize you can't get a shot off.
Yeah,
and then kick it out to. But having said that, maybe they found something. Maybe they realized if we just give the ball to DeBonsa and get the fuck out of the way. Let him cook. I don't
Richie
know.
Saunders a little bit.
I don't know if you can. I don't know. I'm torn on it because like I everything I know about college basketball tells me that that's not a sustainable offense. Right. But he is so good
He's awesome.
that it might be for them. Like if they realize that like that should just be the offense is they obviously don't want to run like traditional sets and like run like old school motion offense type shit where there's a lot of player movement and ball movement. That's not what they want to do. So maybe if towards the end of the game they realize like the last like 15 minutes it was like DeBonsa is just a fucking animal.
Yeah.
Maybe they learn that moving forward and they're like, I guess we're just gonna
Like here,
Why don't we build the whole plane out of the black box type deal?
And that can
But
that can win you games. Like that second half and the end of that game. Yeah, that can win you games. But if they're gonna play like that and just put all their eggs into, we have an extremely talented one player and we're gonna play more ISO ball and not necessarily team basketball, you're not gonna win a national championship doing it.
Yeah.
Like, he's really good. There's other really good players in the
Right.
country. But at some point, someone's going to scheme up and say, we're not going to lose to one player. And if they get used to relying on him, I don't think BYU's – I'm with Dana from day one.
But they do have, like, Richie Saunders.
Yeah.
Oh,
They have more than one guy.
Yeah.
It's just
How they play the game, though, right?
but Melo.
Mm.
Melo at Syracuse.
Mm.
And that's what everybody
Right.
like every single freshman that's a
True.
bucket getter is just like, but Melo at Syracuse.
Yeah.
Like, you're telling me this you can't win this way, but Melo at Syracuse. What about him?
Do they have Jerry
What if I'm Melo?
McNamara, though?
Yeah. Is Rob Wright Jerry McNamara?
Can he hit 6 threes in a
You
Richard
probably
Saunders
can.
0 for 7 from 3.
I love BYU's talent. And I don't even hate the coaching. I just like
right? It's hard to envision because again, I just picture Rob Wright turning it over down 3 when it's like, dude, just pass.
I'll say this about UConn, going back to what you asked me. Braylon Mullins, who has not played yet,
Yeah.
Indiana Mr. Basketball, very highly thought of. He was ranked like 15th or so. Was he 5-star, Luke?
Yeah.
Or he was 5-star?
Yeah.
Okay. That was pretty good. You didn't have to look that up. Cody would have spent the next 10 minutes.
Give me a second on
stressing. Yeah. He's we're talking about all these awesome freshmen in college basketball. We have not seen him yet. What was he got? An ankle injury? Leg injury of some sort?
That I'm not sure.
Okay, look that up for me. He's supposed to come back eventually, obviously. If he's half as good as what his ranking in this freshman class would indicate that he is, I like UConn a lot.
Yeah.
I like UConn a lot. Like, if he steps in and is he's not going to be probably as good as Hawkins, maybe he is, but like, he's that role for them where he's like a knockdown shooter and a scorer and a playmaker for them, and you also have solo ball to play that role.
Then
I mean,
Silas Demary, who can just
yeah,
get into the lane whenever he wants. They're awesome.
yeah.
And it's like
UConn's going to be
they
good.
had that with last year, and now Dan Hurley's just like, fuck you guys, I'm back.
Yeah, last year he whiffed on Mahaney and
Right.
the roster wasn't there, and I still don't think that I don't think this roster is as good as the national title rosters, but I don't think they need to be because those two teams that won national titles were so much better than everybody.
Right, relative to the competition this year. It
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
That's all you got to do. You don't have to be as good as nobody. Your team this year doesn't have to be as good as like 01 Duke.
Right.
Right.
You're not playing 01 Duke. You're not playing 15 Kentucky.
Yeah.
You're just playing
Nova, yeah.
teams in front of you. So I got a question for the room. Because and we could still hit some of the other games, whatever. I don't know. I'm working. And by the way, I want to. We talk about it every show. I want to get the chat involved. We just don't have enough time, dude. We got to do a second. We're gonna have to do a second show. But maybe we can at the end figure out what we're missing. Because I also want to say this. Like, part of why I have all you guys in here is that when left to my own devices, I talk about Duke. And I just talk about Duke. I talk about the same like 5 teams, and it's not on purpose. It's just that like. I'm like a moth to the flame, and I sit down to watch ball, and those are the teams that like I get attracted to, and then I come in and talk about the teams I watch. And the point is that I want a diversity of thought. I want to talk about some other teams. I want to hear what you guys are watching. Same with the chat. I mid-major talk. I'm not opposed to any of this, but we gotta make sure we hit all of it. But I have a question for the room. I feel like at this point last year, and maybe it was definitive when Auburn went to Maui and pulled their nuts out and just fucking dominated what was a great Maui Invitational, all-time great Maui Invitational field, and Auburn walks away your Maui Invitational champion. But around this time last year, I did feel like the SEC was starting to emerge. I was like, the SEC is going to be the best conference, and then Auburn, I feel like going to Maui was like,
Yep.
the SEC is the best conference. I don't get that sense this year, and you guys can disagree. But to me right now, I feel like, with the exception of the Big East, who doesn't probably have the depth, but we just talked about UConn. UConn might be the best team in the country, so like that's a feather in the cap. With the exception of the Big East, probably, I feel like every other power conference has an argument that we believe we're the best conference in college basketball. And it doesn't matter insofar as I do believe that teams win national championships, conferences don't. But having said that, like all this non-conference narrative and these games, these big games between an Auburn and a Houston and a BYU and UConn and all that, it does matter for NCAA tournament bids, and it matters for how many teams are getting in the tournament, I guess. So where do we land on this? Do you guys feel the same thing that like right now there's kind of an argument for what would it be 4?
I don't think the
ACC 4 left.
I don't think the ACC can make an argument.
They have a
really good top.
Good.
They have a really good top, but like they still have Boston College.
A lot of
the
excitement of the ACC depth though is like I guess losses. It would be like Florida State played Florida
right.
well.
Wake Forest took Michigan to overtime.
Michigan well.
Yeah, like I don't think they can make the same argument as the other 3 conferences.
Yeah.
Their top might be able to. Like you could argue ACC's top is as good as anyone else's, but in terms of conference whole, I think it's the Big 12.
Yeah, I was going to say Big 12. You got BYU, Iowa State, Texas Tech, Houston, Kansas. I mean, we don't really know what Kansas is going to be yet. Arizona, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I think Cincy. Can't forget my boys in Cincy.
Did you say Iowa State? Like,
State.
They're really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very – and then there's no, like, drop-off, really. You know, there's not, like, a terrible team.
UCF is probably their worst team.
Yeah.
West Virginia.
TCU. I mean,
TCU,
I think Big 12 at the top is probably the best right now. Top 8 teams, if you want to say. I say SEC's close as well. But Arizona, I think, is a wagon.
Arizona's very good.
I think they're an absolute wagon.
I think there's no like I do think by the end of the season the Big 12 probably will emerge as the best. But there's no domination for like BYU loses to UConn and Texas Tech goes to Illinois and loses, which I don't expect the conference to go undefeated, but like it's not like at this point last year it felt like the SEC every time there were 2 ranked teams playing and one of them was an SEC team.
Yeah.
The SEC team won.
And then you look at this week, and the SEC played in 3 like marquee games. Purdue goes to Tuscaloosa, they knock them off. Louisville beats Kentucky, and then Auburn loses, to whoever they've played, Houston. And those games last year, the SEC wins those games. This year, everyone's beating the SEC. I bet you SEC fans still feel top to bottom that they can compete with any conference in the country. But these top games right now, they're losing them.
There's no narrative emerging, as I guess what my point is. There's no you see the Big 12 playing in a big game, just take the Big 12 team. That's not happening necessarily. But the same is true. Like you couldn't do that with the Big 10. Like the Big 10. Not like UCLA lost to Arizona. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There are enough examples where it's like we still are kind of figuring this out. But yeah, there's so many good games, dude. This is crazy.
I mean, Alabama's coming here Wednesday to play another.
The Champions Classic is tomorrow. Never mind. I'm not even sure. I am sure it's not the best doubleheader we have this week.
Right.
It's not even the best
Wednesday's
doubleheader.
better.
It is
Wednesday
weird.
Doubleheader's better.
We quickly talked about before we came on air. It's weird that the Champions Classic isn't like the opening to college basketball anymore.
Yeah.
Where, like you said, this was where the freshmen, like Tyrese Maxey hit that 3 against Michigan State. You had Cooper Flagg last year. This was like everyone's welcoming to the freshmen, and now they've all played one mark.
Everybody's already played big games, it seems. Yeah. How long's Peterson supposed to be out, by the way?
I mean, he said,
Luke, you're supposed to be on that.
The immediate future.
Just say you could literally. By the way, Luke, you could literally say anything. And
call Bill Self.
He's out for the season.
Out for the
season.
season.
We'll see him at the combine.
Out for the season. I need help with this one because I could not catch the game. But I hat tip to the result. Gonzaga dominated Creighton.
Oh yeah, I watched that one. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
Dude, it was
that Italian point guard's so fun for Gonzaga. Mario Saint, whatever.
It was just Creighton looked horrendous. Horrendous. Horrendous?
Horrendous.
Horrendous. Am I saying that wrong?
Nope, you nailed it.
Horrendous. Horrendous.
Yeah. Gonzaga also beat Arizona State on the road. Listen, I think they're better than their ranking. 19. They'll obviously move up today at some point, but I think they are probably like a top 10 team, top 12 team right now. They look really, really good. They beat 2, big-time conference teams. Creighton, I thought, was going to be good. Did you watch that game, Riggs?
Yes.
It was bad.
Yeah, I mean, Gonzaga's awesome. And it was at the Kennel. They don't lose there. The one thing with Gonzaga is they got, Steele Venters. He's been injured the last 2 years. He was supposed to be a big transfer 2 years ago. Yet to play. They just add him now with Graham Ike, Huff, and Tyon Grant Foster. And then, like I said, I love that Mario. I can't pronounce his last name, so I just call him Mario, the point guard.
Yeah.
He is – the fact that Gonzaga, again, just reloaded, to me, they're in that second tier of teams where I don't know if I'm ready to put them with, like, the Houston and Purdue's and UConns of the world, but they're right in that next group. I'm scared for the Big East because – I think Villanova or Georgetown are the third best team, and that's not a good thing.
Do you know they also have a Braden Smith?
Oh, Gonzaga, the kid from where did he transfer from? He was at where the fuck was he from? He wasn't on Gonzaga last year.
No, he wasn't. He was at
Where was he? Where was he?
Colgate.
Colgate. That's right. Yeah,
Except he
I
spells
remember
it
him last.
differently.
Yeah, he's got like a
AE.
AE situation
AE.
going on. Gonzaga's old as fuck, huh?
Yeah, Graham Ike's been around for
Adam Miller.
Adam Miller, Tyon Grant Foster.
I thought he retired. I thought he said he wanted to spend more time with his kids. That's what I heard, and then he unretired and is back to playing. Yeah, I didn't catch the Gonzaga game. I obviously want to watch them.
It was
what's
like
their schedule? What's their next?
It was like a
Oh, they have good
22-0
ones
run.
coming up. Ken Palm has them too right now. Obviously, it's early, but they have in the next couple weeks Alabama, Maryland, Kentucky, and UCLA.
That's good. That's what I need.
Yeah.
All right, I'll catch him. Can I make a confession to the room now that it's been resolved? I can admit this. I didn't want to admit it because I couldn't watch the ESPN games. I had the YouTube situation.
You're in that situation.
I found a loop around.
I couldn't watch the ESPN games. I had to synergize, like Kentucky, Louisville, and then Purdue, Alabama. I had to watch on Synergy.
Ooh.
Do you know about Synergy, Dana?
I've heard of it.
I'd love to see Dana in the lab.
Synergy Sports.
How do you have synergy?
Because I bitched about not having it.
So who got
I went on air and I was like, "This is horseshit. I don't have it." And then Synergy reached out and they're like, "Great point, Mark.
Honestly,
Here's Synergy."
I'm about to see how many followers
And then,
I have.
so I make a point because I will do self-harm if they take Synergy away from me at this point. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
No commercials.
I take I like watching the full games, but I also just like, for those who don't know, Synergy is this software, this company that like basically cuts up every basketball play you can imagine. And you can now I can log in there and I can watch any basketball, like if you want Lamar Wilkerson. I actually did that when he announced he was transferring to Indiana. I was like, I want to see this Lamar Wilkerson kid. I can go in there and just watch every 3-point shot he's made in his entire career.
Every pick and roll.
And
You can sort it by like play type.
It's just like a super cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I've had to watch the ESPN games, which is honestly not the worst thing because I fucking love it. I just love to like, oh, Braden Smith assist. Let's just watch some Braden Smith assist. Why not? Why not?
It's basically a mixtape without music.
Yeah, that's
Mixtape
exactly
without
what it is. Yeah. Anyway, I've been synergizing, but thank God YouTube figured out the ESPN thing, so I could actually watch the ESPN games. One of the games we have to talk about that was on ESPN is Louisville smoking Kentucky Reeks, and I know you're a Kentucky guy, so I'm going to say my piece first, and then I'll let you share your thoughts. I thought this was the most emphatic Louisville win over Kentucky I can ever remember, only in the sense that I said going into the game that both programs are on sort of a rebuild situation. Not to say that they're bad. It's the opposite. They're both like have national title aspirations, but they have the new coaches that are trying to like build the program in their own images. And every time Louisville plays Kentucky, I point out that Kentucky beats Louisville. Everybody tells me it's one of the best rivalries in college basketball, and then I say if it's the best rivalry, why does Kentucky win this game every single time they play? And I said going into the game, this is a huge opportunity for Pat Kelsey because he has the team. He has the team to beat Kentucky, and beyond having the team to beat Kentucky, which he ended up doing, and Louisville's defense was shaky throughout the game and let Kentucky back in, but they kind of dominated. They low-key like dominated Kentucky out of the gate. What stood out to me and made this so important was that this is the first time I ever remember watching a Louisville versus Kentucky game. And Louisville is the team that has the dynamic guard play. Louisville has Mikal Brown Jr., or the third, or I don't know what is. He's
a junior.
He's a junior. He's the third.
Yeah.
I've seen both. It's confusing. He's not just I've never seen a game between these two teams where the freshman guard, who is not just scoring all the points, but is doing so in a loud way, is doing so in like a highlight manner, is finishing with both hands at the rim, is hitting tough threes, is crossing dudes up, is setting up his teammates. he's wearing a Louisville jersey. This is usually the guy that's playing for Kentucky, and I thought that this was, time will tell. Is this a blip? Is this just a one-off in the rivalry, or is this like a sign of things to come? But if you're a Louisville fan, you have to feel, just in the sense of this rivalry, and honestly, Louisville has a team that I think can compete for a national championship, can go to a Final Four, but you have to feel, moving forward in the rivalry, that the roles have flipped, and that Louisville, watching that game, I still believe in Kentucky long term. I still love Mark Pope. But watching that game, I was like, is Louisville the cool program? Is Louisville the program that has like the swag and because every single time you watch that game, it's always Kentucky's the better team. Kentucky has the future pros. Louisville is like the scrappy underdog, and at times, even when Louisville was good, it was like Rick Pitino's going to press you and win with this system. But that wasn't the case. Louisville had the better players, I thought, in this game, and that was of note to me because it's the exact opposite of what I'm used to seeing in this rivalry. Now, Riggs, you can refute everything I just said if you'd like.
You're wrong. It is a blip. This was, first off, I don't know who I need to be mad at, but I'm furious that game was before we even played them in football. That game needs to be in December like it always is.
It was a little weird.
It's the earliest it was ever played.
I'm used to it being over Christmas break. Isn't that traditionally when it is?
Yes.
Like a couple days after Christmas?
It's supposed to be the first game on CBS in December.
Or maybe before Christmas?
Yeah, it's always right before Christmas, typically. So I'm mad at whoever made that decision. Second, what was telling to me, not telling, but what was weird to me wasn't Mikael Brown, because we've seen guards from Louisville like that before. It's the first time I can ever really remember where Louisville looked like the team where that game mattered more to them.
Yeah.
The whole thing was always, like, when you're in this rivalry, the biggest thing was always, well, first off, Kentucky just completely owns Louisville. I think it's 41-18 all time. So, yeah, we do beat them all the time. This is the first one in 5 years. But Louisville looked like that game mattered more. That's why Pat Kelsey breaks his finger or whatever in the celebration. Fans were crying in the stands.
Did we ever get to the bottom of the bloody nose that G fed?
There's a lot of pictures.
Was there? Yeah, there's no
video of the
fight.
But
there is a guy. You can
right
see,
in the
there's
background.
A picture of the guy who got his ass.
Can you pull up the picture, Luke? Can you pull stuff up?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do think it's worth mentioning with this.
Oh,
see, there was a fight.
right back there.
But here's the problem, Tice. You don't know. Like, was this friendly fire or was this Kentucky on Louisville?
It has to be Kentucky on Louisville.
You never know.
Picture of it.
You never know.
Because you can get fights in between the fan base.
It could have been a happy celebration.
Also,
could have been a headbutt.
Why was a Kentucky guy arrested? Was there?
I haven't seen anything.
Is it possible this wasn't a fight? Is it possible?
If we're being
the other picture,
if we're fight.
This guy just tripped and face planted.
Show the one that has all the blood and then like mustard and nacho cheese in the middle of it.
What? I didn't see that.
Yeah, find it, Lukey.
This is the only picture I saw.
Let me find it.
If we're being honest, Louisville guy probably started it and lost.
But Riggs, you have to admit
this Louisville team is way better than any team in the last 7 years, 8 years.
Mikael Brown is not a guy that Louisville usually has. Like they had Russ, like a Russ Smith type, but not
There's two pictures. That's why it says plus two.
And it's not letting me go to the other one. There's no arrow.
Well, join the group if you have to. Join Louisville Community Chatter or whatever it is.
I don't know how.
Join.
Here.
Oh, I see. Yeah, nacho cheese. Yeah.
There's a lot of blood.
You're not going to have a Louisville-Kentucky game and not have blood.
There was a fight in a dialysis center between fans before. This rivalry is built on hate. But I do agree. That's why I think it's also a blip. I don't know how many Browns they're going to have.
They're going to get, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I trust that Kentucky's always going to have the talent. And the other thing to remember with this year, Jaden Quaintance is still coming back.
Yeah.
That game was played without Kentucky's top 10 pick.
Yeah.
Who, I know everyone's like, well, he can't shoot. I'm like, well, yeah, but he's also an elite defender, especially at the rim.
Yeah. Which is why I still believe in Kentucky long term. I love this Kentucky team. I think Kentucky's.
I'll tell you the biggest player for Louisville, Ryan Conwell.
Yeah,
he is
incredible.
I think unbelievable.
But him and Brown together, that's what I like. For me, the takeaway from the game is, again, it is very early. I'm not, they might, if they meet again, who knows?
That's why
happens,
it's hard to get super excited about that or overreacted about that game because it was the third game.
But the reason it stands out to me is that it's just like the feeling, it's the vibe of watching it. That Louisville had the 2 guards that were just terrorizing Kentucky, and that's not how this game usually goes. And you go back to the like a Peyton Siva, Russ Smith type Louisville team. They were both good, and I love them both, and they won a national championship. But Mikael Brown is different. Like, he's a lottery pick. He's the top whatever pick, And you're watching Siva and Smith, and you're like, these guys are awesome college players. But like he's on a whole nother level.
That's the thing with this freshman class. With like last week, and obviously we only get to talk once a week, so it was Koa Pete, and then I think the last game against UCLA had 7 points. Mm-hmm. This week it's Mikael Brown. It's like, all right, next week, what freshman is it going to be?
Mm-hmm.
Cam Boozer had 35 points.
Cam Boozer's
35 and 12. So next week, it's just going to be another freshman that we haven't talked about. It's just
Kingston Flemings.
Yeah.
That's why it keeps to go back to UConn, Braylon Mullins. Like they're 5 stars still. We still haven't even seen him.
This is the deepest freshman class I can remember in a long. I think ever. Like, I started looking back at some recruiting classes, and like there are some massive ones. But to this degree, this early, I've never seen it.
How's Neo been playing? I haven't been checking in on him. Abdallas.
Oh yeah, Abdallas. Give us the Abdallas report.
I haven't checked in since the first game.
I'm worried their schedule is not great.
It's terrible.
I'm worried that they're not going to be. I'm worried that like you have my attention now, and then you're just not going to play.
They don't play anybody.
Any marquee.
Okay, his last game he had 10, 2, and 1 against Charlotte.
It's not going to cut it.
So maybe again
not going to cut it.
We went.
How does this happen?
People go nuts, and then
I'll tell you how. It's because they're freshmen. At the end of the day, we talked about how talented they are, and they are talented. But it is still hard to make that jump from 17 and 18-year-old basketball to playing with dudes that can be 25 years old.
18-year-old kids are dumb as rocks, and now you're asking them to be superstars.
Oh my God, their schedule is dog shit.
It's horrendous.
Horrendous, dude.
Their best win might be like Vanderbilt in Atlantis.
They are going to Atlantis.
Which
is Atlantis good this year?
No. Can we?
Because it's the players era thing.
Can we save the Maui?
They don't play anybody.
I know.
We need to save the Maui in Atlantis. We need to start
Dude,
that.
It's Maui.
We need to start
Maui's in trouble.
I know it's near and dear to me.
It's
me
number one.
and dear
I care about it more than anything.
Yep.
I love the Maui.
You want to be
so
the
much.
commissioner.
That's my dream job. Is I want to
bring it
run. I
back.
want to save the Maui Invitational. I want to be the guy that runs the Maui Invitational.
You need a good slogan, though. I'll say that. Have you seen all the revival signs in Louisville right now?
No.
It's like VIL.
They started last year, yeah.
Reviveville.
Mao.
Something to think about.
Mao. Well, I'm trying to. Mao.
That's it. We sold it.
Say it. Mao. We need you to come
Yeah.
to the island
Why don't you pitch yourself right now?
to run the Maui Invitational.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean,
It's the best event.
I love the Maui Invitational more than any human being on planet Earth. I've been a handful of times. I will sing its praises at any turn. It is so important to the college basketball landscape. It is so important to Feast Week. It is such a core memory of mine that around Thanksgiving I'm staying up late. By the way, when I run the Maui Invitational,
I say we're moving the championship.
we're moving
game
the championship game to the last game of the night. That was
no
such
more
a
5 p.m.
Such a core memory the night before Thanksgiving. I know I don't have school the next day. I can stay up late and watch the Maui Invitational. It is baked into the experience that you're going a little bit delirious because you're so tired watching it. And it's like, if it goes into overtime, it's like 2 a.m. Eastern time, but you're staying up late and you can't believe that on the other side of the world, they're playing like the number 2 team in the country and the number 5 team in the country are locked in one of the greatest college basketball games you've ever seen.
Maybe Mike Bray's shirtless.
So many important college basketball memories from watching the Maui Invitational, from going to the Maui Invitational. It is where Final Four teams emerge. You watch teams that win the Maui. It happened last year.
It happened with UConn.
It happened with UConn. So many teams that win the national title first play in the Maui Invitational. It is so important. And it started because of the biggest upset in the history of college basketball.
Chaminade, Virginia.
And it's on its last legs, man. It's this field this year sucks. The field next year sucks.
What do they need to do differently to get to?
It's
Because
money,
it all
dude.
comes down to
Money.
teams.
It's
right?
money.
So the players' invitational and all that is
It like costs the school. It's Dan Hurley. He pointed out last year. He went 0-3. He had a big dump.
They're
in his
not in
pants.
one of those this year, are they? Because he said he'll never do.
He'll never do it again. Yeah. It's Dan Hurley. That's when I started. That's when Dan Hurley went too far for me last year. I liked Dan Hurley's antics until the Maui Invitational when he was like, "Fuck this tournament." I was like, "No, fuck you, Dan."
And also like the most loaded Maui Invitational.
You can't kill the Maui Invitational just because you go 0-3 and your guys can't box out. Like that's a you problem, dude. Quit trying to take the Maui Invitational down. What else we got to talk about? Michigan. I would like to point out Michigan because I've said on the show the 2 episodes we've done. I believe Michigan has the highest ceiling in the Big Ten. I would like to take that back. I would like to give that title to Illinois, I believe.
Yeah.
I think Illinois has the highest ceiling in the Big Ten. Great win against Texas Tech. By the way, JT Toppin, if you bet on him to win National Player of the Year,
He's awesome.
You have to be feeling really, really good about yourself. Michigan, I don't think it's an overreaction. I think Michigan's offense is dog shit. I think Michigan is worried. I was a very, very big believer in this Michigan team. Their defense can be good. They do not use Lindeborg. Like his usage rate is way lower than I anticipated it being. They turn it over like crazy. They can't really shoot.
I would say they have a point guard who can't shoot the ball.
They are low key a mess for a team that's a top 10 team and is it's very early in the season and you shouldn't be panicking. And I'm not even saying that because I'm a Buckeye and I want to be clear because Tate fucking hates Michigan. Tate fucking hates Michigan. I believe in this Michigan team. I love Dusty May. I will do my best to not let the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry, which by the way in basketball is not even really that intense of a rivalry, bleed into my thoughts about Michigan. I believe this is a guy who just loves watching good basketball, and I was excited to see what this Michigan team could become. And the early returns are not great to me.
It's back-to-back games against not really supposed to be any good opponents that they have absolutely struggled with. I've seen people make the point that hey, this Michigan team is bringing a collection of talent together, and it's going to take. They're not Purdue. They don't have returning players that have played together for 4 years. It's going to take some time. So it's credit to them that they're winning these games, but I don't think so. They turned the ball over 22 times against TCU. Elliot Cadeau had 6 turnovers. That's not how you win basketball games. Like, what if they were playing good teams right now? They'd be 1-2.
That game against Wake Forest too, it felt like they should not have won that game, and Wake Forest just kind of shot themselves in the foot in the last 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm. That's Wake Forest basketball.
They just kept driving into their big men every single time. It's like, do something different. Yeah, I don't know. They aren't inspiring much hope right now.
The offense is so clunky.
I can't buy into a team with Elliot Cadeau. I've never was a fan of watching him play. I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's who you bring in to help run this offense when you have one of the best.
I thought they were going to play through Lindeborg more.
I don't understand why they don't.
Everyone did.
I thought he was.
I kind of think he did too.
Yeah. He just doesn't have the ball in his hands that often. He's just another dude out there. He's so passive. Against Wake Forest, you wouldn't even known that he's supposed to be the best preseason All-American. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they figure it out. I still Mara's. He looked awesome against Wake Forest. I think he's a great defender. He's a great wrinkle
for
them.
6 blocks that game or something.
I think they can. And they also, by the way, the Dusty May, since he got to Ann Arbor, has some sort of voodoo magic with close games.
Yeah.
So maybe there's something to that.
Crazy.
Michigan's going to be in all these close games and they're just going to win. That's what they did last year anyway. I want to talk about Pardon My Cheesesteak, and then we can maybe do some mid-major reports. Maybe find some other shit to talk about other than the big boys. Pardon My Cheesesteak is teamed up with Penn Station East Coast Subs to offer a new cheesesteak that raises the bar even higher for cheesesteak lovers, including the Mega Cheesesteak, a limited-time offer for this football season. The one-of-a-kind sub is built with a mega portion of steak, pepperoni, provolone, and American cheeses, sautéed onions, mushrooms, banana peppers, and mayo. Penn Station has been around for 40 years, is huge in the Midwest, and is the OG and craveable grilled subs. Available exclusively at all 320 Penn Station locations. You can literally watch your Mega Cheesesteak sizzle and melt on the grill. The Mega Cheesesteak with fresh cut fries, fresh squeezed lemonade, and a fresh baked cookie, that's an undefeated combo. Penn Station Subs is the only place where fans can get the Mega Cheesesteak. Order it in-store, online, or through the Penn Station app for delivery. Pardon My Cheesesteak. Penn Station's so good. Pardon My Cheesesteak.
Oh yeah.
So good. All right, what's some shit off the beaten path we can talk about?
Well, did you see we got an update on how Seth Trimble got injured? That's since our last show.
Last show we knew he was injured, but not how.
Not how.
And now we know that the weight. See, we have to do 2 shows a week because
a lat pull machine fell on a man.
But he wasn't doing lat pulls, right? The story I saw was he was stretching and was holding.
Fell on him.
Was just holding onto the machine.
But the machine wasn't bolted down.
It wasn't bolted down. Yeah.
It apparently took multiple teammates to lift it off of him.
And then he was just pinned to the.
First of all, that's why I don't lift weights.
Yeah,
Okay, 'cause
same.
You can get injured.
Yeah, he looked like.
Yeah, read that.
It looked like Tate with 135 pounds on his chest. He couldn't get it off.
Yeah,
Seemed like he needed a full team to.
He was grabbing the lat bar to stretch, squatted down, pulled it down, and the machine fell on him.
Yeah. It wasn't bolted
I mean,
down at all. He was pinned underneath. It took 4 guys to get it off of him.
Someone's head needs to roll for that.
I think so.
If one of my starting players got hurt because it, in North Carolina, everything first class, I'm sure. How is that the case?
I don't know, man. Yeah, that's if you're Seth Trimble, do you sue? Does it enter your? Because
if I am, yes.
That's bad. I asked the wrong guy.
As someone who was hurt
Seth
in a public setting before, I would.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's right. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Do you? If you sue though, you're
in a tough spot.
You're in a tough spot with the team and the university.
Is it bad to say I wish?
But also, just go get the bag.
Yeah.
Is it bad? I wish to say we had video of the incident and seeing like what 4 guys did they rush over to lift it up?
I know. I want to break that
I
down
need
too.
the teammate. I mean, it's like the plane fight. From
Every
Auburn. I need to see the opposite. I know this.
90%, not every, but 90% of what I would believe about Caleb Wilson as a basketball player hinges on how he reacted to his teammate being pinned by a laptop machine. I need to see that video. I need to see what he did, how he reacted. Because I would reference that for the rest of his career. He would be a 15-year NBA vet, and I'd be like, remember the time the lap pull down machine fell on his teammate and he didn't even do anything?
He probably took a picture to make it his wallpaper for the next game. Like we're doing this for Seth. Why didn't you help him up? I had to get the picture.
I need the picture. Yeah, take the picture. Oh fuck!
Just a lot.
That's what I would have done. I wouldn't have done anything other than just go, oh fuck!
Somebody help! Somebody help!
Oh shit! And then I just would have stood there.
You take care of it.
That's probably what I would have done. You put something on the sheet, Tate, that I wanted to talk about because I didn't see it, and it seemed very important. Yes, I found it. How the fuck does this dog jump rope? I did not see this.
I need this on the
like
board.
To see this.
Lukey, I need this on the board because there's a couple things I need you to notice here. First of all, how the fuck does that dog jump rope?
How do they hold him?
That's the next one.
That's more impressive than jumping.
Look at the dogs on the right, Titus.
Wait. There are dogs?
That's the dogs holding the rope.
There are dogs doing the rope.
Wait. Hold up. Time out. Why are they zoomed in on just the dog jumping?
Right. The dog holding the rope's more impressive.
This is the most impressive thing I've ever seen.
This is the most impressive.
Saying.
Is this AI?
No.
More dogs on the left?
Look,
Yeah, that's what we need to know. They're people.
no, it's a person. But look at the purple shoes, by the way, for the Kansas State home game. What a halftime.
So there's
Okay,
a
so
person
there's
on
a
the
person.
left
I'm
and
with
then
you,
2
Dana.
dogs. This is the most impressive thing I've ever seen
So how
in
do
my
you
life.
practice that? Because it's like, all right, I'll give you 3 dogs. All right, guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to figure out how to get – why don't you be the jumper, you 2 be the holders.
Now, I hate to be a downer because I really do, but I have to ask because my mind went there, and that's what this show's for is you just kind of say what you're thinking. Do we think that these dogs are put through hell? Do we think that's like
Old circus life.
do we think this is
Enjoyable.
like it seems fun? Do you think the dogs are? How do you train your dog? What I'm saying is, as a guy who has a dog, like that scene, the
Like, that's not bonding.
as a dog guy, what it would take to get your dog to that level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got to think about
Seems
it.
dark,
Like,
is all
like
I'm
a, lot,
It seems
a lot of times when like you put in the hard work, at least there's a payoff. I'll tell you who's not getting a payoff is those fucking dogs.
Yeah.
It's the person holding the rope.
They
on
get
the
But I could be wrong. Maybe the dog had a propensity, like they had the dog run around the house, and then they just saw that the dog was jumping over rope, and they were just like, oh my god. you have a
Again, we're
natural-
focusing on the wrong dog, though. It's the dogs making the
How
rope
do we-
go more impressive.
The other
Your
dog.
dog can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's
Incredible
Yeah,
stuff.
can any
what I
dog
worried
do it if you train them right? Or,
No,
or did
my-
they saw a dog and said that dog's got
My
talent.
dumbass lab could not do any of that.
Yeah. Cohen Carr has 3 of SportsCenter's top 10 plays of the night.
What's this dude gonna do after college?
Cohen Carr has
Mac
he's
McClung.
kind of turned into a not bad basketball player, by the way.
Yeah.
He was just kind of a dunker to start his career.
But like, do you
He
go?
can play a little bit.
He
now.
can at least
can.
dribble
Yeah.
a little bit now.
Some people say maybe like a late second round, but if you can't go play in the league, can you just like?
Yeah,
is he a
be Mac
globetrotter?
McClung.
He's
Here we
Mac
go.
McClung.
Show the Cohen Carr dunks for the people.
Okay.
Why
Alright,
can't he
alright.
be Stromile Swift?
Because it's 2020.
Does he hit his head? Duck. That's not a top 7.
That one's
Great
yeah.
stroke on Swift pull, though. Dana.
Oh my
That's
God,
a
that
good
one's
dunk.
disgusting.
Why can't he be Darius Miles?
That one's disgusting. He does duck his head out of the way every time he catches these oops.
And that's a good one.
Sick.
The second one was better.
that one's now.
I think the second one was the best.
If we're throwing dunks up there, can you throw Miles Colvin's dunk up there too, please?
That was filthy.
Miles Colvin, that was
dunk,
a
yeah.
the thing about dunks is they're fun to watch, like we're doing now, where you know the highlights coming, but there's nothing beats you're watching a game live and
my
a dunk
God,
happens.
it's the best.
Because like when you tee it up as like watch this awesome dunk, you kind of expect it, you know it's coming. But when you see a guy just kind of driving to the lane and then out of nowhere jumps up and dunks on someone, it's fucking awesome. That's what this was. I was watching this game live. When,
I was going to say, it's the same
Colvin did it,
reaction.
I was like, whoa!
It's the same reaction as you watching the lap pull machine fall on a guy. Just going, fuck!
All right, whenever you're ready, Luke.
Just
Here we
press
go.
play.
Here we go.
Oh,
Disgusting.
and then the hang. You can get the fuck out of there too. That's what he said.
I'm pretty sure Elliott.
Son of Patriots legend, Roosevelt
That's right.
Colvin.
Wow.
I think Purdue needs a guy like that. That's what I texted you guys after he.
They need
What? I like
they need
in
an
this-
athlete on the wing.
I do.
gets everyone.
I think Purdue.
named Miles Colvin.
I think Purdue needs a Miles Colvin, Cam Heide type guy.
Yeah.
Not that like I'm not saying they should have kept those guys. They just that's just like what I feel like they need.
I can picture them playing for him.
They need one guy that can just they can fucking throw oops to and just kind of give a different wrinkle to.
Cohen Carr.
Ohio State needs that too, by the way.
The 4-0 Ohio State Buckeyes?
Yeah, we are so one dimensional. We have like I don't want to spend.
Yeah.
Good win over Notre Dame, though.
I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about Ohio State, but unless we become a team worth talking about. But yeah,
Good win.
Let me say this. I accept that. Thank you, Dan.
Good win.
And the only thing I want to say.
It was a good. I texted this to you. It was not a good win. It was a good not loss.
Yeah.
Notre Dame's
a
got
good-
the guys.
But to
It was a good
casuals,
avoiding a loss.
to casuals, that's a 3-0 Ohio State team,
Sure.
a 3-0 Notre Dame
Sure.
team. Sunday primetime, boom.
I just was forecasting
Sunday
selection
primetime
Sunday.
is 11 a.m.
Selection Sunday, the resumes pop up and it says key losses Notre Dame at home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It would have been
Yep.
stinky.
My only other point, I didn't want to talk Ohio State. That IU Indy team that everyone clowned us for giving up 100 points,
Yeah,
check their scores. 121 the other day to a really good IU Columbus team.
yeah. Florida State shoots an ACC record 47 threes. Luke Laux era is
Luke Laux,
here.
yeah.
Love it.
What do you don't
You
love
in
it?
on that? What the fuck happened to this sport, man?
Yeah, it does crack me up that all the young coaches are just bombing threes, and that's the whole like your Nate Oates and your Luke Laux and like all the analytics say bomb threes, and then you have Rick Pitino. It's like fuck threes, dude. Who Rick Pitino invented the 3-point line.
He did. Like,
He was the first coach to embrace the 3-point line.
Kentucky
in the 80s.
won. Like, that 96 team is arguably the best team
And then now
because of the 3-point line.
you watch St. John's, and last year St. John's their one flaw was they couldn't shoot. This year
I'm going less shooters.
you would have expected Rick Pitino to address it. He's like, fuck it,
We'll take less shooters.
we'll just get less shooters. 47 threes is a lot though.
It's a lot.
It's
Yeah.
a lot.
And like,
You're out on threes.
I'm not out on
So you-
threes, but like if you add, what I think is funny is how the game has evolved. Obviously, shooting threes is a great way. 3 is more than 2. Bosco will tell you. But like, who's the best shooter of all time? 25% of the people on the planet will be like Larry Bird. Larry Bird shot less than 2 threes per game. Florida State shot 47 threes.
20. You believe 25% of the people will still answer Larry Bird.
It's,
I think a lot of
the
people
correct
in
answer is Steph Curry.
No, it is Steph Curry. But I'm saying a lot of people that are a little
That have
older
not
than
paid
Steph
attention
Curry
to basketball.
are going to say Larry
A lot of
Bird,
people-
man. The dude shot
Everybody from
1.9 threes a game.
Yeah. No, I kind of agree with you. I do think that there's a tipping point for me with threes.
Yeah.
There's a tipping point, and the
47's kind of.
47's a lot.
Don't you miss
I don't, but I also I don't think it's any coaches or players' fault for
Yeah,
shooting
right.
that many. If it makes sense to do it, but I just as a guy watching the game, I don't necessarily
Right.
love.
It's leave it for the NBA. You know, when I think college basketball, I think of like big, meaty fucking centers.
Hold up.
But isn't a
Caleb Swanigan, R.I.P.
there's nothing better.
DJ Burns.
There's
Yeah.
nothing better than a polished post player.
Yeah, it's
my favorite thing to
dude.
watch.
Just a dominant big
Little up and under. Now we're shooting.
in the post.
Yeah.
That's what I think of when I think college ball. So it is a little bit sad when you see all these teams kind of getting away from that. But Analytics, dude. Fuck them, but they're right.
Who is the best?
Quote. Put that on a quote.
Fuck them, but they're right.
Analytics.
Who is the best? What are some mid-major teams? Anybody have any thoughts? I genuinely don't know. Rick, do you know of any?
Not yet.
Is St. Louis good? Isn't Kareem Abdul-Jabbar
Yeah, he's still there.
Robbie Avila still at St. Louis?
Yeah, they just whooped Grand Canyon the other day.
Yeah, they did.
All right. Well, this is
I
the
feel like-
major report.
Santa
Let's
Clara. Santa Clara.
Santa Clara's good.
Santa
but-
Clara's got another big man that will not be there next year. He's going to transfer up.
Oh, Santa Clara just beat
Xavier by 20.
Xavier. That's right. Yeah.
They
Herb
whooped-
Sendek.
They whooped Nevada too.
Yeah.
There really hasn't
Liberty.
been
Liberty's looking good.
Yeah.
I'm just looking up rankings right
We
now.
can get a
They
mid-major
can
report
shoot.
going next week.
High
I want to
Point.
get a mid-major report. I want to get
I think
That's one of the top criticisms of me is I only talk about the Blue Bloods and the best. One of the criticisms of me is all the college basketball coverage I do, I only talk about the teams that everybody cares about. And I think it really pisses people off. He only talks about the teams that get the big television ratings, that have a chance of winning a national championship. Why don't you talk about the teams that only I care about?
I'll give you one. I'll give you one.
Only the
My buddy went to the Northeastern Vermont game this weekend, and he said one of their guys who looks like this.
is it Gus Yeldon from Vermont?
Yeah.
Big Gus. Yeah, he was at Seton
He
Hall.
said this guy just did a LeBron celly all over Northeastern's fan section after an and one.
All right, love it.
Look
What's
up
Gus Yeldon.
Gus. I don't even know.
Yalden.
Gus Yeldon. I saw UMBC hit a buzzer beater. A guy hit a one-handed buzzer beater to beat fucking somebody.
He also hit the
Somebody.
buzzer beater the game
I gotta-
before.
Yale is the highest ranked
Wagner.
major right now.
To beat Wagner. They beat Wagner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won
Like a
those.
double pump overtime. Yeah. Hit a 3 to win. I got to run. Do mostly sports.
All right.
Did you find the kid, Luke?
What kid?
Gus Yalden.
Gus Yeldon?
Oh, I was pulling him.
Oh.
Sorry, my bad. It's on me.
It's not essential that you find him.
All right. We will go to 2 a week at some point. I promise. Probably after Feast Week when we come back. But in the meantime, thank you for everybody that watches. Please subscribe to Mostly Sports. Please. Yeah,
There
you
he
go.
is.
Shout out Gus
He was
Yeldon.
doing LeBron cellies.
Please stick around for Mostly Sports in like 2 minutes. Reeks, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. See you guys.